Episode 3879, Get Your Head in the Game.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous week and enjoying some beautiful weather. Oh my goodness, we had a cold snap, but now we're back into where fall is supposed to be here down south. So I'm celebrating that. What are you celebrating today? Well, whatever it is, it's all about your health. You want to be wealthy with your health, so it's time to get your head in the game. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and to sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. So how are you feeling? Are you already starting to get kind of the cross between the fall-winter virus? Some people are saying they have some cold. Me, I just need more sleep. I feel like my, nose is connected to, my nasal passages aren't clear. I know, TMI, but see, here's the deal. We need to understand our bodies so much that we can understand how they're going to react before we even do anything and put it in motion for the body to react that way. We want to be so in tune with our bodies. I know it's something I've worked hard on over the past decade. Seriously. Actually, it's been over a decade now. I had to think about that. Way over a decade. We're getting close to 2 decades. Boy, time flies. And that's the whole point. At one point, you're 27 years old, and the next thing you know, you're 54 years old. And you're like, how did I get there? Where have I been? Where am I going? In fact, maybe you're feeling like you're coming more than you're going, or vice versa. Living healthy isn't just about what we eat, how often we move, following the personal trainer, doing exactly what, I read this book and I should be doing this. It's about staying sharp, focused, and fully engaged with your life and your body. Meaning, you know your body better than anybody else. You can go to your medical provider and they're going to look at your stats and they'll run tests and all of that. But I'm here to tell you, you know when something's off. You can tell when it's up and coming. When you're like, I just don't seem right today. And then all of a sudden, 12 hours later, you're like, wow, this hit me like a brick wall. No, it didn't. You felt it 12 hours before, but you chose not to pay attention to it. So I want to get really honest and real with you. When your brain feels like it's juggling, a computer, when you have like 30 tabs open and none of them are making sense, you're just kind of click here, there. Then you say, oh, wow, man, I should go and do this too. And then you come back and it's like you're just kind of juggling everything, right? When you live a life like that, healthy living feels impossible. Tasks pile up, your to-do list. How many times have I said this? Way too many, but I honestly feel like that's our life. It's a Santa Claus list of our everyday. You start a project and end up lost in the scrolling hole world, right? You think a rabbit hole is bad, but no, now it's all about the scroll. It's not a matter of laziness or lack of willpower. Your brain is tapped out. You're tired. So at some point, you've got to get your head in the game. Right? It's time to suit up, because if you don't, you're going to be overloaded. And until you give your body and mind the right tools to function, nothing's going to change. So let me ask you this. What are you doing now every day to enhance your health? Okay, I don't want you to think about what you're not doing. I want you to think about what you are doing. Are you drinking lots of water? I bet you are. If so, woohoo, celebrate it. Maybe exercising at least 20 minutes 3 times a week. Resting more than you complain. Eating for fuel rather than fun. Reading to grow your mind. Like, what is it for you? Are you getting up in the morning to fuel your mind spiritually? And you get up 15 minutes earlier to set that time aside so you're not distracted by the kiddos or your spouse. It's just, no, it's me and my Heavenly Father. What is it for you? Or maybe you're scratching your head and you're saying, I don't know what's working. Because if something is working, whatever stands out for you, it's essential for you to stick with it. However, the lacking part, what you're missing, If you want to take back your life from that noisy mental chaos, you got to start showing up fully for your days every day. And you've got to establish some basic tools. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Establish some basic healthy tools. Something that says you're a priority. Something that says that, you know what, you matter. Because who's going to be mom to the kids when you're gone? Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? I know. You don't even want to think about it. And maybe that's drawing up some emotions within you. Good. Because I want you to get real about where you are. You're not getting any younger. We are all aging from the moment that we are in our mother's womb. We are aging. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a fact. And so we've got to take time to remove our feelings for a moment and really ask ourselves, what are some tools? How can I be strategic in how I live healthy? What does that look like long term? Not just today, not just for those holiday pictures, not just because I got a big birthday coming up. All right, maybe you're going to be celebrating a big 5-0 or something. That's great. Happy birthday. Maybe you're going to be spending time with family and you're like, oh, yep, got to get ready for the pictures. Pictures are wonderful. We've got technology now to make everything perfect. And you're like, yeah, so why should I care about healthy living? Because you have something more important here on this earth to fulfill. You were created for greatness, for a purpose, on purpose. You have a beautiful family to care for. It doesn't matter if they're children or if they're four-legged, adorable creatures. It doesn't matter if you're married or not. You have a family, the world that you impact, the world that you touch. But if you're not taking care of yourself, you cannot live out the mission God has placed on your life here on earth. So we've got to be real with ourselves and look at some basic healthy tools that we can establish to live the life that God had intended for us here on earth till we're called home to heaven. What does it look like? Well, number one, prioritize restful sleep like your life depends on it. Seriously, sleep isn't an option. And I know for me lately, it's become an option, and that is not good. All right, so this one's for me. Hopefully it's not for you, but this one's specifically for me. When you think about it, it's the only time your brain declutters, okay, when you sleep, repairs or resets for peak performance. It's where you get a flush out of everything. Your body says, time for cleaning, and you go to sleep. And without solid sleep, your focus breaks down. And decision fatigue, it's a real thing, sets in faster than you can think. And you're thinking, wait, what am I thinking about? You don't know what you're thinking about because you can't think straight. Everything is confuzzled in your mind. So create a no excuse bedtime routine. Turn off the screens at least an hour in advance. Dim the lights, right? Bring them down to the sexy, sassy nightlife and make it pretty. Or better yet, light a candle. Not one that's heavy scented. Okay, because if you're one, or maybe your spouse is, extra sensitive to senses, but when you think about scents, you want them just to be something that's calming, right? So maybe you don't have the lights on, but you have a candle on. And if you're like, I just don't know, I may fall asleep to it, great. There's some beautiful flameless candles. Get one of those and set it on a timer. It'll go off, right? Set a consistent sleep and wake time. And yes, even on the weekend, you want to stick to it as much as possible. And if you can, allow your body to wake up for itself on days that you don't have to get up, but otherwise keep to your schedule. Your body will regulate better. Your brain needs deep rest to think clearly. So give it that benefit of rest. And then number 2, feed your brain real fuel, not distractions or fun. Right? Think about all the yummy foods this holiday season. Think about all the sugar. Well, guess what? You're going to have those sugar spikes, right? But when you have those and caffeine crashes and processed junk, it creates this fuzzy clarity and energy. It's like, it's just kind of foggy. You are what you eat. And if your brain feels foggy, it's a signal that you're starving it or feeding it noise. It's in a freak out moment, and not in a good celebration kind of freak out moment. It's one where you're like, no. And you want to run away from yourself. So eat balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Hydrate like your brain depends on it, because it does. Let me give you a suggestion on hydration. If you drink other drinks besides water, I'm one who doesn't. Every once in a while, I'll have like a soda, and that's an every once in a while. But when I do drink something besides water, if I find myself guzzling it like, and I just keep drinking it for like 30 seconds and I've drank half of it, your body's saying it needs more of something. The something that's basic called H2O. Give it water. If you're a coffee drinker and you've gotten to the point where your coffee's just cool enough to where it's not going to burn the insides of you as you drink it, and so all of a sudden you find yourself, gosh, I can just like sip this down so fast and it's like half gone. Like, what did I just do here? You're not really enjoying the savoring of the coffee. Coffee and tea are meant to be savored, not gulped. Water is made to be gulped. Why? Because it needs to fill and really take care of tens of thousands of cells within your body. It's got to hydrate. So if you're drinking stuff besides water faster than just savoring it, that's a good indication that you are not hydrated. So make sure you're drinking enough water. And now, since the temperatures are going to start getting cooler and colder outside, you're going to have the heat on the inside, right? So you want to make sure you're hydrating more, because that heat is going to be dehydrating you faster. And for the majority of us, we're walking around dehydrated anyway. So really, really, really think about how you're hydrating your brain and your cells. And avoid mindless snacking and see how much sharper your focus gets. Take away the whole thing of, oh, I'm going to sit there and eat just popcorn. I get it if you're going to the movie theater or you're at home and it's movie time. Okay, that's fine if it's that moment. But what about when you're sitting down watching the football game? What about when you're sitting there watching, I don't know, a game show, or you're binge watching one of your favorite drama shows? If you're doing that every single time, there's something else happening. So pay attention to that. And then finally, number 3, move with purpose every day. Movement clears mental cobwebs. It truly does. Faster than any double espresso you can order. And guess what? Movement's free. You can go out and take a walk outside, which I so encourage you to do so. And that double espresso could cost you anywhere from a few bucks to $25, $30, depending upon where you're going. Exercise releases brain-boosting chemicals and helps your body handle stress instead of storing it. You don't want your cortisol levels peaking, especially during the holiday season. You want to be able to move, and the more movement you have, guess what? The more sound sleep you'll get too. So find any form of movement you tolerate. Walking, stretching, jumping rope. I would say at least walk and stretch every single day, especially since you're getting older. And if you're in the 35 on up range, seriously, listen up. You want to be walking and stretching every single day. Even 10 minutes gets your blood flowing and your brain rebooting. It's like, wow. And if you can get outside and do it, even better. Don't just get on that treadmill, but get outside. You know, we have a lot of trees on one side of our property, and this is a season where all the leaves fall. And they are gorgeous. They're changing colors. We've got the golds and the reds and, the oranges. It's gorgeous. It truly is. And at times I just stand there and I look at them fall. I can be inside my house and I see it, and I watch one from the tippy top of the tree come all the way down and watch how it twists and turns and falls. And where does it land? Did it land where it started from, kind of? Where was that trajectory? I think we need to really begin to ground ourselves more in nature, because let me tell you, there is research and studies that say when you're out in nature, it does something for your health. So get out, get away from the blue light, get away from technology. Do yourself a favor and move with purpose every day by putting down your tech. Because bottom line is, if your mind feels like a circus with no ringmaster, what's going to happen? Yeah. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to be drowning, because you haven't given yourself the tools to thrive. It's only about, I got to survive. You do not want your body at war every single day on the inside. And I know because I lived that life, not knowing I was living that life, okay? I didn't do it to myself on purpose. We didn't know what we know now all the way back then when I was a little girl. I had issues when I was a baby. My mom and my grandma, my great-grandma, and my great-aunt, they would walk me and walk me and walk me. I wasn't even but a couple days old and I was having problems. And guess what? It hasn't changed now. And who's walking me now? I am. So what are you doing for your body, right? You are the ringmaster. You have got to take the craziness in your life, the circus that's happening in your body, and you've got to say, you know what? I'm going to own this and I'm going to prioritize my rest. I'm going to feed my brain. I'm going to eat clean fuel for my body, right? What I need. And I'm going to move regularly. That's your winning formula. Healthy living isn't complicated, yet we complicate it. But see, let me remind you of this. It demands respect for what your body needs to run like the high performance machine it's built to be. You can't look at your body and say, oh my goodness, our God is amazing. Our bodies are so intricate. I talk with my husband, I talk with other physicians, and they all tell me when you stop and you look at what's going on with your body, it's miraculous every single day that we get to breathe and live on this earth. So stop spinning your wheels. Take control. Give your mind and body the tools to think clearly and live fully again. You matter, my friend. And the only one who can feel what's happening in your body is you. And if you don't take responsibility, no one else will. And eventually what's going to happen? Your engine's not going to be running real great. And unfortunately, you only get one body. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do with our bodies, right? We've come a long way with science advancements and technology for the body. I get that. But I also get that we have to pay attention. Our body leaves us clues. So pay attention to those clues. Hone in on them. Look at what it is, because let me tell you, you matter. Don't take it lightly. People need you, right? You have gifts and talents to offer this world. So take care of who you are and who you are becoming. Go in peace. Train for life. Love your journey. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.